Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Just here a view on the shorter time frame because not too much happened on the larger time frame. Just for you to know that it is at the moment still likely that we get one more low here in this overall correction. That's part of an ending diagonal. And as long as Ethereum doesn't give us a clear 5-wave structure to the upside, as shown in orange, the orange support area is also the support that needs to hold for giving us a 5th wave to the upside, which is reliable and which would be an impulse. And as long as we don't see an ABC structure afterwards, we cannot really say that Ethereum has bottomed, because it is technically possible that ETH has already formed a low here. So the idea is either one more low or no low at the moment in the bullish scenario. Condition is in both scenarios that the 1535 level is holding and that Ethereum doesn't break and sustain below that level, because this is the threshold, the pivot, below the 78.6 retracement. Things are typically starting to turn out bearish. There will be another fallback bullish scenario below that, but ideally it's holding that level. Ethereum currently being currently underperforming versus Bitcoin. We talked about that on the ETH BTC charts, for which I will do another update later. But the idea is, okay, so either this is the yellow wave count, and currently it's following the script very nicely. The idea down here was that we go up all the way to possibly 1770 was sort of the maximum. That was reached, that was perfectly reached. That was at the time the fib retracement zone. We can just draw that again. I did take it off the chart because it's not really relevant anymore, just to show you how ETH adhered here to the fib levels. So let me see. Oh no, it was the 50% fib level, yeah. So 1770, and it followed it. It didn't break it. So breaking above that level would have given it further bullish, would have shown further bullish outlooks, because a break above the 50% fib level in a wave 4, and we can currently say there's a chance in the yellow wave count that it's a wave 4. If it breaks above that, it would be more bullish, but it hasn't done that. So it followed the script. Is now coming back to support, into the support area, as you often know. Obviously now, this is the decision point, right? Because either we're following here the yellow wave count, and it will make another low. That another low, or that additional low, need a t-shirt about that. But that additional low could then be the last one of this overall correction, and we have a chance to rally afterwards. However, if it forms a low, if it has already formed a low, I need to see that 5-wave move up, and that is the orange count. So if the yellow count plays out, a first signal that the yellow count is playing out would be a sustained break below 1710, followed by a break below, and that is when the fallback bullish support level will come into play, below 1658. Why is that relevant? Because if 1710 breaks, then we have to rule out that this here is an impulse. Having an impulse would be the best situation for us in order to confirm that a low has already formed. If we don't have an impulse, it can still have formed a diagonal, and then the support level would be 1658. The problem is, if it's a diagonal, it's less reliable. Okay, so it's just a question of probabilities. Now, this move down is currently following the ideal structure for a wave 4. I mean, I'm talking about the ideal fib levels. It's holding it for now, but the move down, I also have to say, was fairly swift, was fairly strong. So it doesn't look like a typical wave 4. Wave 4 would typically be slow. I don't know if you've watched it seen it on the Bitcoin chart. That looks more like a wave 4 here. The ETH chart, if I had to give you my view between both of them, Bitcoin, Ethereum, I would say Ethereum is more likely to break and might have formed a diagonal to the upside. The reason for that is that this move down is much stronger on the ETH chart. And also, if we compare the ETH, or if we look at the ETH BTC chart, ETH is going to underperform probably over the next few weeks if the ETH BTC chart doesn't change. But that indicates that, that absolutely ETH could break this support while Bitcoin could be holding it. Just be aware of that. So ETH, I've said many times now, ETH is most likely going to underperform Bitcoin from what we can see at the moment. Things can change quickly in crypto, but that's currently the situation. And therefore, I cannot rule out that it developed a diagonal. Again, that's not a reliable structure, but it is possible to have formed here something like that. Again, it's not an impulse. And if it's a diagonal, then support will be lower at around 1658, as I've shown you, yeah? So just be prepared. This could break. 1710 is a signal that the impulse isn't going to work out. And then it's all about, okay, is it the yellow count or is it a diagonal structure? From a diagonal, we can still say, okay, it might have formed the low, but it's just less reliable. And then I would look at Bitcoin for more clarity. Not this chart, this chart. Yeah, so that's at the moment the situation on the ETH chart. I'm just a bit concerned this might not hold, especially the 38.2 Fib level might not hold because it doesn't show any impulse off this low. So at the moment, expectation would be for it to go a little lower actually, test the 50% Fib level, but if it breaks 1710, then we're dealing either with a diagonal or the yellow count. It would certainly increase probabilities for the yellow count, which would lead to another low. Okay, that's my update about Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.